Hey everybody.
Look who we have back, y'all.
I'm back. If y'all don't know us, we're the Blairs. I'm Hasina.
And I'm Sean.
And welcome back to our channel. It's been a long time. Well, since y'all seen me, it's been a while. But we're gonna catch y'all up on like what's been happening, what our plans are, and blah blah blah. But yeah, the last 6 months has been pretty rough. Life has been lifing. You want to start off what's been going on? A lot.
Well, I kind of touch bases on like some of the stuff that was happening. Really, majority of the stuff that was happening over the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say for me in June, that's when everything hit the fan for me. Dealing with my dad. I had to travel back and forth to Charlotte, North Carolina, to check on him while he was sick, and then everything went bad and he had to go to hospice, so I had to go back um, for the second time because he had called me and he told me that to make sure I come back and spend time with him. So I dropped
And
everything.
he's not that type of person to speak like that. So
Mhm.
that was like an alarm went off, and I'm like, you need to go.
Yeah. So I dropped everything and took off and went out there for like, what is it, like 2 weeks or something?
Mm-hmm. That was the longest time we've been apart.
Yeah.
Since we've been together.
My dad lasted like a good 8 days, 8, 9 days in hospice. Um, we was able to be there for his birthday. Um, and like a couple days later,
Who's we?
me and my sister, we
Your daughter.
oh yeah, my daughter too, yeah, for sure. She at first she wasn't there at first, but she ended up coming and spending the last few days with him, which I told her she had to make sure she get up there. So
she was gonna figure it out anyway.
yeah, but I just wanted her to, like, she supposed to came the first time, but everything didn't match up. Trying to get her to Charlotte from her school in Western Carolina. No, she was in Georgia at the time. Yeah. So yeah, the second time we ended up getting her to come up, and yeah.
To make a long story short, at the timing worked out. Everybody that was supposed to be there was there, and saw him through his transition. So he passed away.
And yeah, so then I had to leave Charlotte again, come back um, for the funeral. But while he was in hospice, the time that we was out there, we was getting everything together with the funeral and all the arrangements and stuff like that. But yeah, August 24th, we buried him. And it was nice. Like some people be having arguments and all kind of stuff going on. Family members acting crazy and all that, but this was just smooth. It was perfect. We was ahead of the game. Everything worked out right. And then I came back from Charlotte, and now you tell your story.
I don't need that, Mike. I know how to project. But well, simultaneously, while he was going through all that, I think a lot of y'all know, like, my sister was sick. She had cancer. She did chemo, and she was fine for a while. Well, it had came back, and this is something I didn't announce. Only a couple of people knew, maybe a handful of people knew that it had came back, and so we was dealing with that. And so while he was gone, my sister was in the hospital, so I was dealing with that. Um, Long story short, she ended up passing away September 18th. And go ahead.
What? You okay? Oh, babe. Okay.
I thought
It's okay. I'm telling you, it's okay.
I know, but before she passed away, we had a lot of good times. We went to concerts.
Yeah. So,
And
oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sir.
we ended up having her celebration the next month, October 25th. And it was a wonderful celebration. Like all her friends came and it was great. It turned out the way it was supposed to turn out.
You gotta tell them how everybody came and spent time with her here.
Yeah, we found so she called me and told me herself that the doctors was gonna put her on hospice. This is when she was in the hospital. And so she came home the very next morning and she called all her friends personally. They all came to our house and spent a few days. And so we did get to have like our last moments with her. My mom came down from Cali, my auntie, all our close friends and family came. And so even though she passed away, it was a beautiful experience. And the way she passed away was the best way she could have went. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
um so right after we her celebration, I think a week later, we went to Ghana. That trip was already planned, but we had postponed it because of everything that was going on. Um so when we went to Ghana, we went with the idea of we're gonna like just relax and really enjoy ourselves, which we did. um because it was just a lot that had happened in those last few months. And I'm all right overall. It's just it's still a little hard to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Us going to Ghana actually, it gave us a chance to rest because we've been busy for months.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like physically and mentally, you know. And like I said, I had to figure out things and arrange things with my uncle and family members, and my wife was busy doing the same thing, you know. And it takes a toll on you. And I know it took a toll on my wife because this her younger sister. Like she kind of like raised her. It seems like, you know. But everything it came out good. But yes,
It did overall. It's
yes.
just it's still kind of fresh, so it's a little hard for me to talk about. And I know that I'll be fine down the road. It's just it's only been a couple of months. But with that being said, I want to shout out to our support.
Yeah.
So many people have reached out to us and was checking on us, making sure we're okay. I mean, all the way from Ghana. Like we got family in Ghana that was checking on us and making sure we're good. So we appreciate y'all so much. We just love y'all. The support really means a lot to us. And shout out to the people that didn't take our absence personally. We didn't have the energy to explain, at the time what was going on. It's a lot. And, the ones that really care about us didn't take that personally. They just stood by us, and thank you so much.
Yeah. And also we found out who don't really support us. Like
and that's okay too.
I'm saying people that we actually talked to when we thought we was on a certain.
It's all right. We're not gonna give that any energy. We're gonna celebrate the ones that do support us. So that's what matters.
But I had to acknowledge it, because I sit back, I observe everything, and then I have to say something.
And me too, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. It is what it is. We're still blessed, and we always will be, and we're blessed to have good people in our life.
Right.
So anyway, we get to Ghana. We're there for 2 weeks. So this is early November now. And we get there and we got some Ghanaian family out there. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah.
Multiple families out there.
Right.
But we get there and they're like, "Oh, are y'all here for the celebration?" And we're like, "What celebration?"
Mhm.
You want to elaborate on
No,
that?
no, you tell them. You tell
No,
them.
you
Go
tell
ahead, because I want to know what celebration. What celebration you talking about?
Well, congratulations to all the diasporans, however you pronounce it, all 524 of y'all that got y'all Ghanaian citizenship.
Yeah, kudos to y'all.
We didn't know nothing about it.
We ain't heard nothing. Now we tried, but we haven't heard anything.
Yeah, it's okay. We're
Yeah.
gonna get ours too, but we are truly, genuinely happy for y'all.
Mhm.
Those of y'all that got y'all look so nice in y'all clothes. Y'all was dressed down, tailor-made outfits.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of y'all for really representing. Yeah, y'all look so good, and congratulations to y'all.
Mhm. Yep.
But what are we doing, Ghana, on this trip?
So on this trip, like I said, we just really just relaxed, chilled. The first couple of days, man, we was sleeping.
Sleeping hard. Let me tell y'all something. We really needed that because, like, our biggest thought of the day was, what are we gonna eat?
Yeah, really.
That's when you're like, okay, this is nice because you're not worried about too many things. But yeah, we slept hard. Obviously, we had jet lag, but I think just generally we were just tired.
Down, we was beat down
because we had one thing after another for the past few months, and then so we finally got to just rest our mind and body. And so yeah, for the first 3 days, we was just sleeping and eating. That's it.
Yeah, like we'll go to sleep, because the time zone is different. So we'll go to sleep at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, they bringing us breakfast.
7 a.m. Right.
Yeah, 7 a.m. they bringing us
we have to
breakfast.
force ourselves to wake up and eat, and then go right back to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Right back to sleep.
Next thing you know, it's 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, and now we're like, well, what's for dinner?
Yeah. So that was like 2, 3 days, like kind of just
3 days
straight. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then there was times like we would sleep the same way and get up and have to go somewhere,
Yeah.
and it just hurt it.
But the places we had to go wasn't like business oriented because our previous trip was mostly handling business.
Mhm.
And this trip wasn't like that. We intentionally made it to where we was just chilling and hanging out. So I'm pretty sure you guys are curious about our house.
I know I already touched bases on some of this right here. So yeah, we go check out the house, and come down the hill. And I'm looking around. I'm like, what's going on out here a little bit? Get to the house. We wait on the foreman or the head construction guy or whatever, Altoso, to come open up the gate so we can get in. So we get in, we walk around the house. Well, before we walk around the house, we look at the outside, and it looks good.
So update, what have we done so far? Because it's been a long stretch since they've been updated. So we concreted all of the front area of the house. I'm sure he'll input some pictures or clips.
Mm-hmm.
And we've planted some trees along the side of the front area. So you'll see that. And what else?
It just got like a walkway and small little things.
Yeah, so down the line, we plan on getting some of the front outside like tiled. But we're gonna do that
on
later.
Hold. That's on hold. We gotta focus on this house.
The inside.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah. So since they've seen our updated videos, what has been completed? The floor.
Yeah, the floor has been completed. We did countertops. I think some of y'all might have seen the countertops.
We changed
them. Mm-hmm. Yes. What else? I'm not really sure what all y'all done missed out on, but the doors in there, the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're currently working on that. The floors are the same floors throughout, including the bathroom. And then we're also tiling the showers, and that's been done. Mm-hmm. So all that's left over is the shower doors, the sinks, toilets, and then just one tub, which is will be in the primary washroom.
hmm
So that's what we got going on coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing we got going on?
Um. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you want to tell them about the issues?
Just touch on it.
All right. A little bit of issues that we did find. Um, we have like I guess a few leaks, or the water is sitting, and
So it's leaking
yeah, it's leaking in certain areas, but I think it's sitting in
on the
certain
roof.
areas. Yeah, but yeah, so that's causing you know, mess on the walls, and I'll let you
We-
explain that because I would get frustrated. But go ahead.
Okay, so we live in a high humidity climate, and so with some of the moisture that's accumulated in our home, it's created mildew on the walls, some of the walls, the ceilings. It will be fixed, it'll be rectified, but that's an issue that you can run into. Yeah, so our plan is we're going to seal um, the issue because we don't have money to redo a whole roof. So
Mm.
that's something we went back and forth about. And with that being said, because we want to be transparent, if you're thinking about doing a flat roof or hidden roof, just take this in consideration. It can cause problems if it's not done correctly.
Mm.
Um,
Go through a roofing company.
Go through an actual roofing company.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if something does arise, they have to come back and fix it. And just think about the pros and cons of having a flat roof versus a pitched roof. So yeah, they look nice, but they can cause problems. And unfortunately, we had already had our flat roof installed, and then we met other people that had flat roofs, and they
Mhm.
all said the same thing. So it's not just us. But that's why we here. We can let y'all know, like, hey, just we're not here to tell y'all what to do. We're just
Mhm.
telling you the pros and cons, and
learn from our mistakes.
yeah, because it's a costly mistake. So it's unfortunate, but we'll get through it. We get through everything else, and it's just a minor setback. It's just the fact that we would rather use that money to do other stuff, but now we have to use that money to fix the roof. So,
Right.
So just weigh your pros and cons and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any questions, you can reach out to him personally.
I answer almost everything.
Yeah, reach out to us personally. We're pretty vague as far as like YouTube comments, but like we get more in detail if you just message personally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What else besides the roof? That's
Pretty much it.
really it. Yeah.
Yeah, so with that being said, as far as documentation goes, we only got a little bit because I'm not gonna lie, we were a little bit like, oh, like this is not. We didn't expect to walk into that.
Especially with us being there, what, 6 months prior.
Yeah,
So it's like, like
a lot had
wow, what
happened.
happened? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll get through it. Yeah, so it's just a minor setback. But
Yeah.
the floors look good.
Yeah.
The kitchen looks good. But yeah, we still got a ways to go. Like it's building that the frame of a house is fast, but when it comes to like all the inside stuff, it's a lot of details. And so that leads us to the next topic, which is if you have the opportunity to go to the location of where you're building to watch the building, watch your house being built, try to do that.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people can't do that, and that's us included, right? But reality is nobody knows what's in your head, and even when you try to explain stuff, they're not gonna know how to. They'll do their best if they try to, but it's your home,
Hmm.
and so only you know what's in your head, and only you know how things should look. Um, and then there's just little details that if you're not there to say, hey, maybe we want this over here, it'll get missed because you're not there, or sometimes things will be done so quickly that you didn't have time to say, oh, you know what, I actually wanted this like this, but like it's already something's been done. Or
Hmm.
And so it's not any fault to any person. It's just the fact that you're not there to be on the ground every day. And then sometimes you change your mind about stuff. Maybe you wanted something over here. Now you want it over here. If you're on the ground, you can make that decision, and it's not so costly because you've already caught it before it's been done. So, like, and then like certain things, like finishings and stuff, patterns, you may not be able to see over the phone. And so then, like, when it's being put up, it's like, oh, it looks different from the sample that I
Hmm.
saw. So I had an issue with that. And it is what it is. Like, it's nobody's fault. But I had chose a pattern for the bathroom tile. And it was just a sample, right, that you see over the phone. I'm like, oh, that's going to look good. Well, when it was started to be put up, I didn't know that the pattern was a repeating pattern.
Hmm.
I thought it was going to be like kind of random, but it was just a tile with the same print of pattern. And so when it went up, I'm like, oh, it's very repetitive, and that kind of bothered me a little bit, but it was already up. So if you're on the ground, once it goes up and you get to see it, a little bit, you're like, oh, I don't like how that looked. Let's do something else. But sometimes you get updates, it's already up, and it's like, oh, that wasn't what I expected.
Right.
But this guy right here has taught me to be like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. Um, he knows I like things a certain way. I'm very particular about certain things, how I want them to look. But he has to remind me, like, we're not going out there to, spend a whole bunch of money. And those details, while they matter to me, he gets me to see the bigger picture of
Hmm.
things, where it's like, okay, it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, we off grid living.
Yeah, and luckily it's in a restroom, so that's not something you're gonna see all the time anyway. I mean, so,
Mhm.
but I'm just saying that's an example of, if you're not there on the ground, something like you can't fix in time.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, just a little tidbit.
But yeah, when we saw it, to me it didn't look as bad, but I get the pattern. But
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted it to look like. And so when you don't see that come into fruition, it's like, oh, okay. It's no fault to the person or the company. It's just, it is what it is. Like, if you're not there
mhm,
to see it yourself come up, like, then it's like, and they wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this isn't what you like, because they're not in my mind.
mhm.
So it is what it is. Just letting y'all know.
I just feel like to kind of stop all the miscommunication with the trying to get the intricate detailed stuff, simplify it. Like,
I mean, that works too.
yeah, if you just simplify this stuff, like
Yeah.
simple your colors, your towel, I mean, because they got stuff. You just got to put things together to make it look good.
He's right.
But when you trying to get those little details and all that, look, we live in the U.S. right now. We're trying to get away from materialistic things,
Mhm.
and the way that the U.S. is, what I'm saying, creating things. But over there, I'm just trying to, like I be telling her, simple life, off grid.
Yeah.
We don't need all this stuff.
He's lectured me like a few times
If
since
not,
this.
it's gonna be a 10-year bill.
He's absolutely right. Like, I'm the one that kind of kept getting off track with, no, I want it to look like this. And yeah, I have been distracted with that, but
Yeah, it's not like we trying to put the house in a magazine. Like, hey, we off grid. It's gonna be we gotta keep it up. It's a lot of things you have to do, and it's like we're
Mhm.
in a whole third world country. Like, why are you trying to go hard like that?
Well, I don't view it as going hard. I just view it as it's going to be our home and I want to enjoy what I
It's
see.
one of our homes.
Sure, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying
yeah, because we still have to be able to take care of here too. So
our current home.
yeah. So I mean, unless we end up selling here, but
Which was not the plan.
no, nah, I'm like 10% thinking that, but no, it's not the plan at all. What? I just brought that up on you. No, it's just you think about it because we got an older house here.
It's not older.
It's 1997.
Oh,
You know how
and
these
that is
houses
not
is.
old. We live in Las Vegas. That's considered a newer home. Now, if you, yeah. You know how old houses can get?
In 10, 20 years, how old it's going to get. I mean, like trying to keep it up.
Okay, but we're not there yet. And whatever's going to break down was going to break down anyway. That's just part of maintenance.
That's true.
Okay,
but
so
I'm just trying to deal with two different houses, like in the future. We got to think about that.
But it's also a blessing that we have houses that
it is
stuff happens, you deal with it, but at least it's a blessing to say we have to do that, you know.
Yeah, and it's a blessing to always have a place to come back to.
For sure.
So
yeah.
Not give it all up, you know.
And if you gave it all up, that's okay too. Mm-hmm. That just was not our plan.
Mm-hmm. So the plan was to have a home in Africa where we can travel the continent. But if we keep building the way we're building, we ain't gonna be traveling nowhere.
You make it seem like we was just doing the most. It's not.
Nah, I'm trying to stop it before it happens.
I've actually really simplified it to because I could have really, really went all out, and I did not.
Okay.
I did not. Like, I could have really done it up, but I did not. So, and you know this about me. I don't know why you acting like that.
That's why I say stuff all the time. But yeah, anyway, back to the program. I know. Hey, I know sometimes y'all like when couples do that. Like, oh yeah, you get into a little bit.
Listen, okay. Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All
right. So the number one question we get is, when is our projected move date? Or move year? We used to give a year. We have a year in our mind. Reality is we don't know because stuff has come up, which has prolonged this process. And so I don't want to say, oh, we'll be there in this year, and then it don't happen because things happen, you know. We would like to be there early 2026. So we'll see. We'll see how that go. It just depends on how 2025 go.
Well, I have no comment.
I mean,
no comment.
No comment.
I don't even want to talk about the time period.
He's a little frustrated because he's ready to get to Ghana. I am too, but like, we're trying to get all our ducks in a row, and we know that there's like not a perfect time, but there's a better time. So we try to plan as best we can because we've watched other YouTube videos, people who have moved before us, and they always say, make sure you plan well because you don't want to get out there and spend all your money up and have to go back. So
also, you don't want that window to close. So it's kind of weird.
What window?
You don't know kind of window. We're dealing with the government and all this other stuff. You don't know what can happen. So I'm just saying, like, you have to think like that too. But I don't know. You got some people that just drop everything and go. It works for them. Some people don't. So it's according to the person.
Well, we're both planners, so we're just doing the best we can, trying to make a smooth transition.
It'll happen, even if I'm over here frustrated and I don't want to talk to nobody. People know how I get. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want you to see me out. I just don't want to be bothered. Because as a man, I know some of y'all men out there gonna really feel this. Living in the United States, you know, once you go somewhere like that and you understand the way that you can live
freely,
it's just different, and it's hard for you to just be here because
in the States,
in the States or the West, wherever you at, and deal with this every day. You know, like. And
what's this you're talking about? The weight of what's going on.
It's a lot going on.
Being a black man in America.
Being a black man, being all that. Like, you go outside.
Being in the rat race.
people don't even know you mad at you, beefing, and like it's just so much. You go to the gas station, you got to look over your shoulder everywhere. It's tiring, and you try to be a man and just keep going. Don't say nothing. But even men have emotions and stuff like that. We might not show a lot, but when you live in here, you go through a lot, and you just holding it in. But when you get over there, you kind of like you just feel relieved, and you're able to move and be out and social, and just like a man, like men don't supposed to just be sitting in the house and go to work, come home, go to work, come home repetitively. Like it gets old. You want to live because time don't stop,
Mhm.
So like I say, for a man, it might be a little bit different. For women, they might take their time, But then you got some women out here, they just dropping it and they trying to find a young man and all this other stuff.
Honey, what?
Yeah, I'm all out. Hey, I'm going in right now. Y'all know how some of these women is going to these countries and they getting with these younger
Well,
guys.
from a woman's perspective, that's what she want to do. That's her business. She ain't hurt nobody. She ain't bothering nobody.
But
I don't see what the issue is.
it's cool, but it's just like jumping into something.
Well, be smart about it. Don't go and blow your money and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
But man, if you want to go get your groove back and have a good time, then do that. Just be
Yeah.
smart about it.
But
That's
it's just
all.
different for a man, though. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say that.
Man,
You
it's
ain't got to
different for
bring
a
up.
man. That's all I'm saying. Women, be careful, but men, you still gotta be careful too. But it's different for a man because you can hold your own more. But yeah, you good? Oh,
I definitely see a difference in him. Every time we go to Ghana, he's more free. He definitely has more fun. You could tell like it's a weight lifted off his shoulders, and that's like honestly why we doing all this. I love to see him in that element and just being able to be himself, and then I don't have to worry because like if I decide I don't want to go out and party with him, I don't mind staying home because I know he gonna make it home. Like I don't have to sit up and worry. Like I hope nothing happens. I hope he don't get pulled over by the police. I hope it's so many things that go through our mind. But in Ghana, I don't feel like that at all. Like I know he's gonna be okay. He gets to have safe fun, and that's why we're doing this.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's Vegas, man. Vegas. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I just think that Vegas is just not for him. It's a different atmosphere. Like when he goes back home to Charlotte, North Carolina, like he's free there too. Like, well, he's around his friends and family, so it brings out a funner side of him, a more free side of him. He's with people he know, and Vegas is just not it. Like
Vegas, you can go out and get in trouble just like it's nothing. So
yeah.
that's why I go to work, sit in the house. I probably have like 2-3 good friends,
And that's his choice because I always encourage him to
Nah,
go out.
not in Vegas.
But I still say just go out and have some fun. He chooses. So it ain't me.
Listen, Vegas is called Sin City for a reason. And you got to be able to control yourself out here. And that's why I stay in the house because it's too much temptation and stuff out there that it can get you in trouble. So, hey, I do what works. It's killing me mentally, but I do what I do for her.
Oh, well, thank you.
But yeah.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, man, the Ghana trip was good. And
It was a great trip overall.
yeah, we hung out like good friends, went out, ate,
Great food.
yeah, good food.
Doing a lot of chewing during this trip.
We went
Eating good.
our anniversary. You want to tell them about that?
Well, not our anniversary,
No.
but good friends of ours had their anniversary and invited us to a nice brunch on the water. It was really nice. Just a good time, good vibe. We got to meet a lot of people that we've seen on YouTube or have heard about. They attended, so it was just really nice to see people that like are doing similar things to us. And to hear their experiences, the good, the bad, and then it makes us feel like, oh, okay, it's not just us going through certain things and letting us know like how they overcame these issues, what they did, and like okay, so we doing pretty good. Like, we everybody gonna go through something, especially when you building a house, like things is gonna happen, but it's just how you deal with it
hmm
is what makes a difference. So
Yeah.
yeah. Um
And we spent time in Accra,
mhm.
Osu area, which is cool.
I like Osu.
A lot of food, shopping. Like they got like a lot of things you can do in Osu.
Like walking distance
hmm
restaurants you can go to, and they'll put some clips in of where we stayed at and what it looked like, the area and stuff. Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves there, and we also got to meet up with my dad and his wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we got to go to their home. His wife, she made us. I forgot what the name of the dish is called, but it was really good. It's basically like some sardines with like grounded tomato seasoning stuff. I don't know the name of it, but it was really good. I wasn't like expecting a dish like that, and it was
hmm
pretty good.
With the yams, boiled yams,
Yeah, I do remember
Kelly
kelewele,
Yeah.
which is fried plantain. I love plantain, so
hmm
that was great. But yeah, we just got to relax over there, and he took us to meet my aunt, my dad's sister, and she's a twin, but her twin wasn't there. But I got a cousin that's my age. Yeah, we just had a good time. She had a new baby, and then she's a dressmaker, so she took my measurements. I said, "Be careful with the measurements, because next time I come back, it's gonna be a different measurement." But yeah, we just had a good time over there, and it was a quick visit, but it was a good visit.
yeah.
Yeah. So that pretty much wraps up our Ghana trip.
Yeah.
So when will we be back? We don't know.
Tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow, y'all. On one way tomorrow. Nah, I don't know when we're going. It's really no rush right now. We got something in mind that we're trying to do. We're not gonna talk about it right now.
Yeah.
But that may rush us to do it.
And if it comes into fruition, whatever this is, then we'll let y'all know when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's really
That's
it,
it.
y'all. I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Bash, aka the driver, the professional driver. My boy Jerry, Erickson. I didn't get to see you, Erickson. I know you be watching and we be chatting and stuff, but yeah, shout out to y'all.
And
Um,
Derek and his
Derek,
lovely
yeah.
wife Vanessa. We got to drop by and visit them.
DAM Transformations. That's their
the name of
YouTube page.
YouTube page.
Derek and Vanessa Malone.
Mhm.
Shout out to y'all. And the Belchers.
Mhm.
What is it? Belchers Appreciative Eye
That's the
is
name
that
of their
YouTube.
And
Tina, Pertinia,
Mhm.
and Mr. Akon. Akin, something like that.
And who did you go visit in a
yeah, shout out to Mikael and Kezia, Traveling Israelite.
Is the name of their YouTube.
Of his
You
YouTube
probably
channel.
already are familiar with them.
Shout out to them. But we sat and kicked it for like 3 hours just talking. I ain't know time had went by so fast, like just talking. Then
I didn't get to meet them in person. My husband was trying not to embarrass me, but my stomach was jacked up during that time. I didn't want to take no chances being out, not knowing where I could go get to a bathroom. So I said I can't do it. But meet y'all next time.
Yeah, next time. Hopefully next time we go get something to eat or something like that.
That would be nice.
Yeah, but we had a great time. He showed me his garden and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we had a good little time. I'm trying to think anything else. I don't think it's nothing else really, y'all. Yeah.
Yep. So thank y'all for standing by us, not jumping ship during our little hiatus. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, Just hit us up in the comments, what y'all been up to, what y'all got going on. What's been going on with y'all, and we'll check in with y'all next time.
Yeah, appreciate all the love and support.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, talk to you later. Hope y'all like this video. I guess I'll start saying it because I don't do it.
Which is
Like, share, and subscribe.
oh.
I don't do that because I just want authentic people to follow the channel, you know.
Well, basically saying if you was gonna like, share, and subscribe, you was gonna do it anyway.
Right. So that's why I don't really want to
Say it all the
Yeah.
time. Sometimes people forget though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least put the bell notification on so you can get our videos when they come out, you know. Like I said, we're not really YouTubers, so we just post
We're
when we
just documenting our real life.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
so
And we're not encouraging anybody to do anything. We're just showing you how we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So never look at us like, hey, I followed y'all. No, you didn't. Because we just showing our journey. Right. So yeah. All right, y'all. Love you. Talk to you later.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.